for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Vikings 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings sit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they give the Jones off tackle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Jones is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he works free. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Mixon on first down. To the 43, 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Stroud to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon running wide side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On play action, McCarthy finds his tight end Oliver here outright. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Stroud. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Stroud eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Stroud. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Nixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Stroud looking to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown!
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
McCarthy off the play fake. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was...
There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After right down the middle. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 40 yards.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off fit.
To the right side and intercepted.
Powering forward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A final shot before break.
McCarthy, complete. Jefferson the target.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going deep for Diggs.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Wiggles free. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's McCarthy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration. This now a 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Mixon on the toss right. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Mixon. will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep. See if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jones again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point splits the points, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison.
A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.